Hey. Oh, wait, the preview. Oh, yeah, good. Sorry, I've been having some technical issues with my stream preview, but it seems to be working at the moment, so that's cool. Greetings. Happy Friday. Welcome. I am just checking out, like everybody else, I'm checking out Scala 3 today. Well, I mean, I've been checking it out before, I guess, but, it's cool to see that it's finally out. So that's a big day. After 8 years of work, 28,000 commits, 7,400 pull requests, blah, 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 blah. 100 people have contributed. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, I'm not going to go through all the features. I will go through some of them maybe. But yeah, I was kind of, been following this, and I think just for the heck of it, I'm going to try today to see what happens if I try to upgrade my app. So the app I have here is like a Play framework web app. It's got a bunch of random stuff in it. I'll get into it in a minute. Let me turn this music down a tiny bit. Yeah. Releases and guarantees in the 3.x. We intend to continue every. Oh, that's cool. So I actually didn't know that they're going to go to like a 6-week style. I feel like everybody's doing that nowadays, like the railroad or railway, whatever. I think there's a name for it, but where they just release on a cadence. It's kind of nice, I think. And then I know I haven't even really honestly read into all the details of this stuff, but there's, hopefully going to be a little bit better like binary compatibility story thanks to the tasty thing. That's cool. I guess it's not really, it's actually, I guess what they have done is they have made it so the binary compatibility doesn't matter as much because they can rely on the tasty compatibility, and then that somehow is cool. So that's neat. Look at all these people contributing. So that's cool. Look at everybody in here. Peeps are so stoked. So I'm gonna, I don't know, that's what I got today is I'm gonna try to upgrade and see what happens. I have no idea if it's gonna work. I really haven't been honestly paying like as much attention as I should be. We're just gonna have to see. And probably there's gonna be a lot of fumbling and a lot of clumsy doc reading along the way. So yeah, okay. So they have this migration guide is like one of the things they published. Scala 3 is a game changer in terms of compatibility. Yeah, that's cool. I'm into that. In this section, you'll learn about the big thing here. Let me pull this up. I guess we'll start in the thing. The big thing here is obviously a lot of my libraries have upgraded. I think a lot of these things do have like 3.0 releases out, and so that's cool. But then a lot of them haven't, and so we'll have to be like using the 2.13 ones and like figuring out what that compatibility story is. Runtime. Oh yeah. What does that say? Runtime. Is it safe to deploy into production? Yeah, I don't know. Jesus. Okay. So, and then, golly, there's all this crazy stuff about like am I going to want to run this migration mode? Am I going to run all this crazy stuff? Okay. I'm definitely going to need to upgrade SPT. I guess I could start out with that because I think all this stuff is like recommends SPT 1.5. Let's see. SPT. What's the latest version? SPT 1. Download. 1.5.2. Alright, so let's actually kill this. Okay, so there used to be this special thing you had to do to even get Scala 3, but I think that's built in now as of 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 supports Scala 3 out of the box. And then there's this business about the cross versions, so this is interesting. So basically, like when you run 3, you can use 2.13 libraries in most cases. I think the big asterisk is going to be like macros and stuff like that. So we'll have to fool around with that and see what's going on. But I think if I remember correct, if I understand correctly, what this basically does what is it? 4.3 use 2.13. Yeah, I'll have a lot of those. It's normally the double percent would make this be foo underscore 3.0.0 or whatever, because that's what you're running. But this will basically like override that and let your version 3 app pull in a 2.13 library, which will be interesting. Scala 3 is still supported in metals. That'll be interesting. Yeah, God, there's like so much stuff in here. It's like it'll be just, there's just no way it possibly all works, but we could give it a shot. I mean, not that I think the language stuff doesn't work, but just like my combination of libraries and the app and all this stuff, you know. Oh God, what is happening here? Oh, hold on. Okay, I better go change these just because that's going to be annoying. They changed this syntax at some point where instead of being like in compile, yeah, you would do. I don't know how you do for multiple though. Hold on, is there a thing on this? Migrating to slash syntax. This is a SBT 1.5 thing that they finally started showing warnings about those. I don't know how you do. Oh, that's how you do it. If you do multiple of them, you do 2 in a row. Wow, that's kind of confusing, but okay. So this would be like compile doc sources seek.empty, and then this one will be compile package doc publish artifact false. Oh, and I know better monadic 4 is gone. That'll be interesting if that's gonna wreck my stuff. So many goodies in here. All right, hold on. Oh, I broke something. Oops, I typoed it. Package doc. Do I have the global? Oh yeah, I do. I have this thing set so it'll reload my SBT. Just list them from generic to specific, separated by slash. Yo, what's up, Kuncan? Thank you. Nice to see you. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Just list them from generic to specific. Oh yeah. I guess, to be honest, I guess I've never actually understood what the tuple meant. So the tuple means that this is package doc nested inside of compile. It's like compile, then package doc, then publish artifact. So that makes sense. Yeah, I guess this way is probably like better. It's a little bit more intuitive. I sort of thought this was like two separate things, like saying like both compile and package doc, but it's obvious. I guess you're right. It's not that. Okay, thank you. That's a good. That's a useful explanation. Do I have any more of those? No, it looks like I got rid of them. What in the world? Oh no. Sorry, I think I might have to clean some stuff here. Let me just make sure. I just want to make sure this is like clean and like working before we start. I guess the other thing is I was reading something that said you should try to be on 2.13.5, which should not be a problem, but I guess I might as well go and upgrade that. Because I think I'm on, it looks like I'm on 2.13.4. Yeah, okay, 13.5 is the latest. I might as well get on that. What is this? Oh no, am I gonna have some bullshit thing failing already? Let me just get in here. Okay. Oh no. SBT. Oh no, have I already hit some problem? SBT twirl. Please use twirl 1.5. Okay. So hold on, I've already hit something here. I wonder if I have to update this. Play, because I don't actually have twirl myself. So twirl is the like HTML template compiler thing that gives you good stuff. Oh, hold on a sec. Sorry guys, I was spacing out. Kimcan says 3 different dimensions. Okay, hold on. We get some more good info on that. Compile is a config dimension. You can also define a task scope where doc is there, and then you have your setting task key. This is like the last thing is the setting task key. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Every time I start to get my head around the sort of like multi-dimensional model of SBT, I then don't mess with it for a while and forget. So it's good to remember that. Define null 0, welcome, says, do you have any experience with Webpack? Unfortunately, yes. I don't know that I could like give you much great advice, but I actually recently, and I don't have time to get too much into this, but I spent a bunch of time recently overhauling the whole deployment of this whole system to push my assets directly to cloud storage. So if you go on this app and you see like basically these, well, hold on, that's like a PNG, so that's not a great example. Let me find one that actually has like a JavaScript file. Anyway, I just like overhauled a bunch of my stuff to, yeah, here's one. This is like a JavaScript serve directly from storage.google APIs, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I had a recent fraught run-in with Webpack, which is in my experience how Webpack's run-ins usually go. Does Webpack improve JS code? That is, does it optimize it in some way? That's a good question. I mean, Webpack can get crazy because, you know, it has this plugin model where you can like add all kind of stuff like that. I don't believe that it optimizes anything really, but there are common things people do. Like a lot of people will minify, so you know they'll add a plugin that'll like strip out the spaces and you know substitute all your variable names for like little things. I just went back to your TS project. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, it's good. I think it's like it's always like starting out. It's kind of good, and then the thing that was ended up being a pain for me is I needed to serve these. I don't know. I don't have to get into it, I guess. But I had to like. Yeah, right. Okay, so you definitely got some good minification. You probably got. It's possible maybe you were gzipping stuff. Oh yeah, and you got it into one bundle, so that's certainly good. Yeah, Webpack's good for all that stuff. I mean, the other thing is, I think there are even plugins that will do tree shaking, or maybe this is built in. Maybe it's not even a plugin. I don't know that I've ever done this with Webpack, but this is the real like kind of the holy grail is like if you can get this working, it will actually. I guess you would consider this like an optimizing like thing. It'll basically like run through all your dependencies in your code and like shake it out. And that can like reduce your size a lot. TS already tree shakes. No, that's interesting. I didn't know that. TypeScript compiler tree shakes. That's interesting. I will have to go read up on that because if it does, then that's certainly cool. I think the difference is that this, if I understand correctly, this will actually even work for your dependencies, which is usually where the big improvement comes from, right? Because TypeScript is pretty great. I'm a fan. You're often not running your dependencies through the TypeScript compiler, and so this thing is able to go in there, and it's really common, right, that you have some big ass dependency that you pull in, but maybe you're only using a couple of functions, and so in theory this could like cut down a huge amount on the bundle size there. But I've never played around with it. Anyway, golly, where was I? Oh yeah, gosh, trying to fix this thing. Okay, so this says please use twirl 151. The problem is I'm not using twirl directly. I'm using it. I think I'm using it via the play plugin, so let me think about that. Damn, we're off to a rough start already here. Oh god. I should have like sort of paved the road by making sure all my stuff was up to date. Where is this even deployed? Oh, there's a 288. Let's try that. Oh yeah, Webpack, it mangles the hell out of everything. Okay. Well, okay, the core was already working. Let me see if the other one works now. Oh, okay. We're getting we're downloading some stuff anyway. Oh, okay. So they changed a little something there. That's all right. I can fix that. Upload show.scala.html. Oh, it was the underscored one. The underscored one. I saw the same error when I attempted SBT upgrade. It was essential for us, but having built-in Scala 3 support was nice. So what did you do? You just went back to the other SBT version, or? What is this thing telling me? Upload controller index. It doesn't like having this. That's interesting because I feel like that changed. Like they used to yell at you if you didn't put the parens, and now I guess it yells at you if you do put the parens. Maybe that's part of the SBT compat. I mean, sorry, that might be part of the Scala 3 compatibility change. Okay, so that's cool. So we're clean at least. Let me go and commit. And I think I saw some other. Oh God, I can't type. I think I saw some other warnings come in there in a second. No? Okay, I guess it's okay. Okay. All right, good. So I'm on SBT 1.5 and I'm on Scala 2.13.5. So that's a good starting point, I guess. Yeah. Oh, let me just see. I'll just take a gamble, run the test suite here, see if that's working. Whoa, do you bike? Do I bike? I bike sometimes. I bike around my neighborhood. Oh God, I have. Oh, you know what? This is unrelated. Actually, this is something I was refactoring the other day. Let me think about that. Yeah, I bike as much as the next guy around the neighborhood. I'm not really like a fitness biker, but you know, I certainly am a big fan of cycling as a means of transit. All right, so hold on. So this is, I haven't run my test in a little bit. Let me see. Can I fix this? Can I fix this? How hard? This is something I've complained about several times. It's like I do this to myself a lot because like by default running compile doesn't compile your tests. So it's like easy to forget, and so you get your thing to compile and then you commit your stuff and move on, but then turns out you actually broke your tests and you don't even like know if it compiles. What do I do for exercise? I used to be a very regular CrossFitter, and then like kind of abandoned that. And lately, well, during quarantine, obviously I was like doing a lot of running, doing a lot of whatever, but I am back in the gym now. And today I did squats, which is part of why I'm sitting down, because my legs are freaking tired. You do IT compile. Oh yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I guess I could do like test compile and get the same thing. Yeah, I just always forget basically. All right, so I just did some refactoring and I changed the signature of this, so I can tweak that a little bit. Key. Sandbox test. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, yep. All right. Let's see. What do you think? Are the tests going to even work now? Okay, they're working. Oh no, something failed. Oh Jesus. What did I change there? All right, I'm honestly maybe not even going to mess with this right now. I probably broke this like the other day doing something else. Gonna merge. Interesting. Yeah, all right. This is fine. This is enough for me for now. I'm not too worried about it. I just want to see if the things all work. Fix, test. All right, actually, and the other thing I should do is, which I haven't done yet, I should get on a branch over here. Scala 3 upgrade, Lamau. Okay, so that's cool. So at least I'm on up-to-date stuff. If I can just even get stuff to compile, that'll be a big victory. So now the question I have to decide is, like, do I want to try to run one of these migration plugins, or do I just want to... Okay, this is interesting. Migrate the Scala compiler options. I don't know. I guess this is worth a shot. Yeah, okay. I don't know. What the heck? I'll give it a shot. Is this the latest version? Does this have release tags? 04, I see an 0.4.1. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, let's give it a shot. What the heck? We have Git, so we got a clean slate. That is our friend. SPT, yeah. Interesting. This is kind of scary, to be honest. Let's see what happens. I mean, I guess it was, yeah, it's like if you, oh, there's that stuff I was seeing. Let me see if I can fix those real quick, actually. Hold on, because that's annoying. I thought I had got all of those, but I obviously didn't. These little, yeah, okay, so this is compile /pb targets. And then compile source managed. Oh wait, not found universal. Did I? Oh, sorry, I just typoed it. Might be. The other thing that is cool is, based on what I was reading, you can apparently do it like module by module. So probably what I will do is just do the core first and then do the web, because I have this project set so that the like play web stuff is separated from the core where all the like main logic is. And so being able to potentially do those things separately is kind of cool, assuming that that actually works. Hours one module at a time. Yep, that's right. Okay. So I would do migrate libs. All right, hold on, let me commit again because I just tweaked a few more things. Clean more SPT / syntax. And then add Scala 3 migrate plugin. And then, I don't know what the heck. I guess you just run this thing. You run migrate libs project. So mine will be migrate libs core. This is wild if this just like does it. I don't even know. Okay. So this printed a bunch of, okay, this is interesting. So, oh, okay, yeah, I knew this. I knew this about better monadic 4, that was going to have to go. So I guess I'll have to go take that out. And then it checks, oh, sorry, it just checks valid. So these ones are all Java depths, so those ones obviously don't really matter. So that's cool. And then Circe, it's suggesting like updates, which is fine, I guess. Interesting. So did that actually change my code? No. Okay, I guess I'm going to take out better monadic 4, which will break my code, but that's okay. A lot of the stuff that's supposedly a bunch of the stuff that's in better monadic 4 is now like integrated into core or into like the language. I don't know off the top of my head if the stuff that I'm using it for is falls into that bucket or not, so I'll have to see. Okay. What? Okay. Starting to migrate. Cannot be updated is an X, blah, blah, blah. So valid. Okay. So what do I do with this? Do I just run that? Okay, I run it, see the result. I got lucky and I didn't have any things. Valid can be kept as they are. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Hold on, remove. I was expecting, I must be doing something wrong because I was expecting this was actually going to go in and I was expecting this was going to actually go in and update my file, but it appears that it did not. So let me try it again. If I'm wrong, somebody suggested better monadic for Scala 3 as well. In Zio Discord, try to get her. Huh. I'll have to check into it. We use SBT. We removed the macro library. Valid libraries are kept as they are. So this is interesting because it does not seem to be actually changing my build.sbt, which is what I was kind of expecting it to do. It's fast. Am I supposed to go and do all these by hand? I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to do that, but I guess I could. Because it basically gave me a bunch of suggestions of stuff that could be changed. Let's see what that looks like. I guess we can then update the build. Oh, so I guess I just do it. Okay, well, that's fine. I can do that. Okay, so I got Circe generic. I got a couple Circes. Let's go find those. Oh, Circe. So it says go to O.414 M5 for that and that. All right, let's see this one. God, this is going to take me a minute to paste all these through here. Let me get all the STTP stuff together and do that all in once. So it says 330 RC1, and then 330 RC5. Okay. Is this just saying like get on the latest of everything? Hold on a second. I'm going to go check this out. I'm not even sure about this, to be honest, if this is all even STTP client core. Because I don't know if that one is actually even newer. I don't know. I'm a little confused by all this. Because see, there's actually a 332 that's out for this now. Why wouldn't I just get on that one? Yeah, the versions suggested are not inspiring a huge amount of confidence. 3, I mean, fuck it, I don't know. I'll go 332. What is this? Client 3 core, and then Circe has a 332, and then async backend cats has a 332. Okay, so these all have a 332, so I'll do that. Sure, whatever. Let me just comment this out. Maybe it only gives minor version. No, that doesn't make sense because they gave me Circe from 13 to 14. Oh gosh, what is the thing? Migrate libs core is what I was running. I guess I should. Okay, so now so some of these are interesting because this one is interesting because it's telling me here that I should hard code the 213, which is kind of interesting. I kind of think what I should do instead is use that cross version compat business that we were seeing. This one, what is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Cross, it's 4.3, use 2.13. I sort of think I should use that. Okay, so I guess I should go through and do all these too. Immunit Cat's effect. Oh, Immunit Cat's effect 3 has a 1.0.2. That's cool. Okay, I can do that one. 1.0.2. And then Blob Store, it recommends a cross compat. So I think, how do you do that? You do like, I don't really like, you do like this. Okay, so that's one. Doobie roll is the same. Oh, my libraries. Yeah, my GeoJSON libraries that I have not updated will be the same. I guess I need to go look at that and figure out how to release a 3.0 of this. All right, hold on. Let me reload and just try that again and make sure I'm not going in just completely the wrong direction here before I go through by hand and do every single one of these. Okay, this is good. This list is getting shorter. This list is reducing, which is good. Oh yeah, keep cross is an infix method. I kind of don't love infix methods, but you're right, it would be cleaner in this particular case. Oh, here's an interesting one. One of the things I'm interested to find out with this is if I need, here's a cross. If I actually even need enumeratum still, I'm not actually even sure about that. If the new Scala enums will make that somewhat unnecessary, but I'll leave it for now. Okay, you're right. You convinced me. The infix is nice because I don't have to wrap in parens and stuff like that. Async client. I don't know about all these async client backend cat stuff. Do I really have to update? See, it thinks that 3.3.0 RC1 is newer than 3.3.2, which I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that one for now. Generic Circe generic extras does not have a 3.0. Interesting. Oh, is that a macro thing? Is that going to be a problem? Is that going to be a nasty problem for me on Scala 3? Circe generic extras Scala 3 macros. I have not even thought of that until just now. All right, well, I guess we'll just try it for now. We'll try it, we'll cross it for now and see what happens. Okay, Scala PB runtime update, okay. Wait, do I even have that one? Where is it? Oh, is that coming from a plugin? Oh, okay. 11, what did it say? It goes to 11.1. I can't remember why. I can't actually remember this. There's some weird reason why this one has to go in the plugins file and it can't just go in as a normal dependency, but okay. So it still doesn't like that one that it doesn't like all my, okay, I have Circe again. It doesn't like all my software, my STTP ones, which is annoying, but I have one more Circe. M5. Okay, so it really wants me to go. Let's go look at that one more time, and then I'm basically just going to ignore that and move on and see if it still works. So it has, yeah. See, this is 3.3.0 RC5 is April 2021. This one is obviously newer. I think it's just confused about something. I don't know what is wrong with it, but I'm just going to ignore that and see if I can continue. But this is cool. That was, I guess, useful. So I guess okay. The takeaway here is the main point of this. Where'd it go? Which page was I on? No, god damn it! I lost the page I was on. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's this one. Libraries. Yeah. Okay. So let me see. Take some notes here. Steps. So the first thing I did so far is migrate libs plugin. E.g., so this was like sbt migrate libs core, where core is the name of the sbt module you want to migrate. And then what this does, I guess yeah, okay, fine. This will give you a bunch of recommended library upgrades where available. And it seems to be, the cool thing here is this seems to be aware of when you need to pin a 2.13 cross compat. So I'm gonna go back in my history and see if I can find an example. One of those, yeah, okay, so here, oh god, it's so, the output's so wide. Let me just delete that, okay. Recommending to pin yeah, okay, that's cool. So that's kind of neat. Macro compiler. Okay, so I did that. Oh, let me. Update libs following migration tool guidance. That's cool. Yo, what's up? Jay Zielinski, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. We are slowly plugging our way through this migration guide here, and I'm at the step right now where I'm trying to go through all the recommendations in the compiler or the SBT like migration tool. So now migrate Scala options. Let's see what this does. Oh, hey, what's up, Zizix? Welcome back. Yo, All-Star Zizix really bailing me out last week with some good advice. Oh, that's interesting. The minimum compatible version, not necessarily the latest. Maybe using dependency upstate plugin if you can afford the potential breakage turn. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, a lot of my stuff is all pretty up to date because I had to update when I did last week when I upgraded to Cat's Effect 3. I had to update a ton of stuff for that anyway, so I feel like I'm in a pretty up to date spot, luckily. But yeah. Oh, sorry, I said to say this core. So let's see. Oh God, what is this even doing? Okay, this is a lot. It doesn't fit on the screen super pretty. But hold on, let me shrink this down so it... Okay, oh God, it's so long. Okay, I'm going to blow it up again now. I just wanted to see what the formatting of that was supposed to look like when it wasn't super giant font. Okay, in configuration compile. Okay, I'm going to go back to the doc and what is this telling us? What is this telling us? Non-existing Scala 3 options. Okay. Range pause. That was one it warned me about. Some Scala are not set you by in the build files, but by some SBT plugins. Oh. Here, SBT will adapt the semantic DB options in Scala 3, and therefore there is no need to take action. So I think what it's saying there is that so now it's telling me about Scala C options that I have that are not going to be good, but it's also telling me that sometimes these are actually not even from my code itself. Like I don't have range pause even in this file. Yeah, okay. Only range pause goes, yep. And then what this doc is saying is that range pause might not even be from me, it's from some plugin. So okay, cool, that's cool. Yeah, I'll put a note on that. So one note from the doc is that some options may not even come from your build.sbt, but rather could be provided set by SBT plugins. Yep. Okay, so I guess that's okay. It seems like it's okay. I'm gonna move on. Yeah, okay, here's the note I guess I can link to. Oops. Damn it, that didn't work. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's cool. So I don't have that. I don't have this. Migrate the syntax. Okay, so this is probably the scary one, right? I mean, Jesus, what is this going to do? Migrate syntax project ID. Fixes incompatibilities by applying the following Scala fix rules. Procedure syntax. Procedure syntax is the one where you have to annotate unit. You can't just put equal and have it infer, I think, if I remember right. Constructor procedure syntax, I don't know what that one is. Explicit nullery. Okay. Provisions around lambda. Okay. Yeah, wild. Let's run it. Let's see what happens. Migrate syntax core. This one, it said it's going to use Scala fix, which makes it sound like it is actually going to go in and like edit my files. Oh God. Okay, maybe something is not compiling anymore. What did I do? Did I break something? I should have checked before I even tried to run this, maybe. Value with filter. Oh, crap. Okay, here's the better monadic 4. Oh, geez. Okay, so this is all falling apart here. So let me think about this. So my the tool won't run because my thing is not compiling because I took out better monadic 4. Could you check the document again? Oh, hold on. Oh, you think earlier up? Okay, let's go check for that. Let me go. I should go up from the top and let me see from the top because maybe I missed something earlier. Okay, well, I don't know. Here's an example where they show it. This is the before version, the 2.13 version. Yeah, and so then when you run that tool, and I did see this when I ran it, it says better monadic 4 and it says X. It says it is not supported. So I'm wondering now if maybe I was premature in taking that out at that point, if maybe I should have waited. Compiler plugins. Yep. Damn, see, it does say that. In this case, we need to remove better monadic 4 and fix the code to make it compile without the plugin. See, so that's kind of annoying because let me go look. I'm going to go pull up this line that it's talking about. 439. That's a big file. because I believe, if I remember correctly, that the vast majority of the cases where I'm even using better magnetic for are for doing the tuple destructure on the left hand side, and I think that's actually like included. Scala 4 comprehension tuples, Scala 3. So it's gonna be annoying if I end up having to undo that and then it can come back in. I don't know. God, whatever. Let's see. Hold on. I can't remember where I remember reading about this. Scala 3 better monadic 4. Oh, maybe it's this SIP. Maybe it was this pre-SIP. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. Could I even test this? Can I run in the REPL? CS. How do you run Corsair run Scala 3 REPL? How do I do that? Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Okay, here's what I want. Corsair install Scala 3 REPL. I just want to now that I can't find the thing on whether this is even possible, I just want to try it. Hold on, what is this complaining about? I don't have this on my bin. Hold on. I'm just gonna run it manually. Okay. Oops. Oh, try Scasty. That's smart. Well, I got this working, I think. So what's an example of this? Val thing equals some let's say option of int equals sum 1 2, and what I'm saying, and let's say val b equals sum pizza. And so what it's saying is that I should be able to do for LR from thing B, what did it call? What did I call it? B from B yield LRB. Oh, yeah, see? Okay, well, you're right. I'm going to try it on Scasty. Because that would be like linkable, which is cool. But the problem is this just works. Oh, God. Okay, this is really going to be annoying then. New snippet. How do I set this to be Scala 3, baby? There we go. This is cool. Okay, this is a good suggestion. Editor. Does this have like a format button? Is there just like a format? That would be nice. Oh, what, really? You have to do expected a top level definition? You have to put it in like an object? That's annoying. Oh, Scasty could be a little bit easier to use, TBH. It does have a formatter. Thank God. Okay, that's good. At main def main. Oh, okay. And you have to args or no? Can you leave, the args are optional? at def main. I mean, we're pretty sure. I'm kind of wasting time now because I'm pretty sure this is going to work, but I just want to see. Yeah, okay. So, all right, well, I guess you just have to do that then. Oh, this is going to be annoying. You don't need object either. Oh, you can just literally put that, like, you can just literally throw this down in the thing. That's cool. Yes, wow, that's cool. How do I, can I save this? Oh yeah, so. Actually, I don't know, I'll put this. I'm going to call it BMF for short. BMF is actually supported now in Scala 3, but the library upgrade process recommends removing the BMF plugin, which then means my code won't compile, but it would be for a temporary state. It'd be annoying to have to refactor things for a temporary state just to put them back after I bump the Scala version. So, okay, here, after I'm thinking about this more, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm just going to ignore what the library plugin told me to do. I'm going to put the Better Magnetic 4 back, and then I'm only going to remove it when I actually bump the version, and I'm going to see if that allows me to like get over, potentially maybe get over this hump. That'll be interesting, because if not, this is going to be super tedious. Can you also collapse your code? Yeah. So Jay Zelinsky says, how do you like using Notion? I like it a lot. I've been using it a bunch. I mean, the thing I started using it for is these things. So like this is my, if you hit today, I put it in Nightbot. Like that's these little docs here are like public, you know. So that will yeah, I don't know. That's how I've been using it to like share the notes, and even for like the past ones, I've been like putting the VODs in once they get done, so you can go to some of these and see the old VODs, which is kind of nice. So it's cool. Can you also collapse the code examples? You can. Well, you can wrap them in one of these little toggles, which is not maybe perfect, but it is like I've done that before. Sometimes when if I have like a really long code snippet, you would do like /toggle and then wrap it, you know. So that can be good, but yeah, the code stuff is cool. Yeah, it's cool. I like the little, I think it looks nice, you know, like the little icons and the random like art they put on there. It's kind of fun, you know. All right. So now that I've decided my gamble here is, hold on, I just remember music. I'm taking a gamble on this. Where is my Scala better? Now I have to add it back. Where does this even go? It just goes up here. Yeah, I'd say most of what I've done with Notion is I'm just like using it to write docs. Like I just use it to write docs that look kind of decent. I feel like some people get super into the kind of like databasey side of it, and people create all these like tables and they're put in custom fields, and I don't know, that stuff's cool, but I haven't really explored it myself much. I was looking at this thing recently that I saw that's looks really cool called Super. It lets you sort of like export a static site out of a Notion thing, and that's kind of they look really fresh, I thought. That's weird. It worked without plugin within SCSD. Well, but that was the Scala 3 REPL without the plugin. That was what I was trying to test there, because what I wanted to verify was that I wanted to verify that the stuff that I'm doing is valid in Scala 3 without the plugin. So I don't think I have to actually make any. I don't think I have to actually make any changes to my code. Is my hunch. That's what I'm kind of like gambling on. We'll see. Because I think that thing with the tuple is just like super common. Like this situation right here. Because what this is, right? This is like IO of A comma B, and it's just like so common to do this that I feel like if I couldn't have that, it's going to be extremely annoying. Like if I cannot have Better Magnetic 4 and it's not built in, that's going to be annoying. Okay, so let's go back. Let's continue. What was I trying to do? I was trying to do migrate. Oh, I did options. Did I? Yeah, I did that. Oh, the syntax rewrite. That's where I was. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Okay, let's try that again. Let me put BMF plugin back for now. I tell you, one thing I've like learned is doing these kind of things, like commit early, commit often, because like your git diff can save you so much if these things go awry. What you do not want to have is have like 4 of these steps all mushed together in one uncommitted git diff. Migrate syntax core. Oh God. Oh no. What is it gonna do? What is it gonna do? I wonder. Oh, okay. Wow, it actually didn't change that much. Okay, so I guess I was pretty clean. Okay, so I had a. So this is one that I did know about, that you're now. What is it? Putting the parens on a nullery thing is not optional. So. That's fine. And then yeah, okay. So I had a couple of those. That's all it changed. I think those are. I probably updated most of those because I think there's been like a warning for that for a while now. So I probably see the warning a lot and fix them, even if I didn't do every single one of them. Now commit the change. Then you can. This is funny. This is cool. This is like a little choose your own adventure guided thing, So commit the changes. I did that. Okay, so I guess let me add a note to my process. This step just does some basic syntax updates for things that are no longer valid in Scala 3. Shit. The only ones I ran into were a few places where I didn't have parens on nullery functions. Can I put the diff in here? Can you do... Does it know? Oh, that's not very... That's the entirety of the diff syntax highlighting is a green plus and a red minus. That's too bad. I use this trick a lot in GitHub Gist because GitHub Gist has this pretty good highlighting for .diff. So if you put like, what was that? Migrate syntax .diff. You'll get like this nice. Oh, this is like a little bit garish, but you'll get this nice highlighting. So anyway, all right, so whatever. I don't know that this node is worth keeping around. I'm just going to keep like this one. There. Oops. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Okay. So now it says you could run migrate, which I assume what this is going to do is actually like bump the version and stuff. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh my God, downloading a lot of, oh God, okay, we got problems already. Okay, let's go see here. Oh, so this is interesting. Maybe it was right about those. Maybe it was right about those STTP things it was warning me about. So it says it can't find 332. It can't find package version 332 with Scala version 300 RC2. Let's go look at that. And this one is STTP client core Maven. Oh, wait a second. This is STTP. Oh, sorry, it's client 3. It's client 3. It's a different package name. Oh, fuck. Where? Okay, hold on. Let me find this. STTP. Client 3 core. Here it is. Why is it pulling RC2? I don't know. So, okay, so it's trying to find Scala version 300 RC2. Oh, which... son of a bitch. Yeah, you're right. It should be 300 RC3. I bet you my hunch here is that this is probably hard-coded into that plugin and probably... actually, hold on. I don't know. My hunch was that maybe it was hard-coded into the plugin and the plugin was released before RC3 came out. But it is a little confusing. I'm sure there's some way I can like override this in some way and make it work, but well, hold on, let me see. Oh, it didn't actually commit anything. The new value, defining Scala version. So it didn't actually commit anything yet. I guess it won't commit. I guess it won't commit until it actually knows it's going to work. Let me think about this. Yeah, it does not like that. RC2. Well, okay. I mean, screw it. I'll do what it said before. I'll go back to this just for now. I bet I can get around this later once it's actually released. Once I actually do the upgrade, but for now I have to appease the tool. So I will do that. Oh, sorry. What was I doing? I'm gonna go 330 RC5 because 330 RC5 has a. This would be easier to talk about if if the library version and the Scala version were not close. Oh, that's an idea. Zizek says just like hard code it that way, just like manually specify it. Yep, that could be interesting. Yep. Okay, maybe that's better. So literally, yeah, I would just do. I think for all three of these, 3.0.0 RC3. Okay, maybe that's better than what I was thinking. Is I was just going to temporarily upgrade and then set it back later, but this is probably better. Let's try that. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, hold on. That's fine. Because this is... It doesn't like that now because... Oh, wait, hold on a second. What else? Let me think about this. Okay. I think that maybe I can get it. Maybe that's going to... Oh, no, never mind. All right, so this is actually interesting. I'm gotten myself into a conflicting cross-version situation, presumably because these two ones that I just hard-coded to 300 have transitive dependencies on the other things that are still set at 213. And so now I've like put it into some kind of unhappy state. That's intriguing. Because this, God dang. Because what I have right now is not valid under the 213 scenario. I think part of what's a little tricky with this tool is it seems like you have to kind of like, you have to kind of like keep the thing valid for both the 213 and the 3, and then like somehow juggle between them, you know? All right. Let me go back. I'm going to try the other thing that I was going to do before and just see if that does anything better. 330 RC5. So the 330 RC5 should be valid on 213, and then it should also, we hope, appease the migration tool. Let's see. Bump to a STTP version that has both 2.13 and 3.0.0 RC2 releases. Oh man. Okay. Okay, so now the better monadic 4. Now here's the real catch is am I going to get trapped? Am I going to get trapped back in what I was in before with that better monadic 4 thing? Oh wait, actually it's just complaining that it can't fetch it. It's just complaining that it can't fetch it. So maybe actually I can do it. Maybe I can do the same thing here. Oh, this is getting ugly, but okay, progress. This is interesting. Okay. Found version conflicts in library dependencies. Some are suspected to be binary incompatible. Oh, my version of Doobie Free is depending on quite an old version of FS2. Let me see if I can get off of that. Doobie Free, Scala, Maven. Oh, I must have just forgot to upgrade this. Oh no, I don't even have Doobie Free, so where is that coming from? What depends on org.t polecat Doobie Free 13. Oh, Doobie Roll. So Doobie Roll is this library that just like adds some extra like helpers around Doobie stuff. And it apparently depends on an old version of Doobie Free. Oh, it goes, hold on. Oh, this is so confusing. No. Because according to this tree right here, I don't have anything depending on the according to this tree, I don't have anything depending on version 0.12.0. Can you put the specific version? Can I be like 0.12.0? Nope. Oh, expected one. Oh boy, that is interesting. What is where is this coming from? This can be overridden using library dependency schemes. Oh god, I don't want to have to figure this out right now, but this does not totally make sense to me. because everything I have on Doobie is pretty new. Let me see. Here's Doobie roll again. What does it depend on? This is so funny. Everything's called Doobie and whatever. Doobie Core. And its Doobie version is 013. Highlight all. This doesn't even have Doobie Free in it. It must have something else that has Doobie Free in it. Maybe Doobie Postgres? Dependency graph browse. Yeah, I was scared that dependency graph is going to be enormous, but you're worth a shot. You're right, it's worth a shot. Dependency graph. Do they not have the graph browse? Is it because... Oh, am I supposed to take this out now? Because isn't this like built in now? Like that dependency graph stuff is built into SBT, I think, now. Oh, this is all... Damn. All right, you know what? I'm just going to write. Let's try the file. How do you do it? There's like a file. I'm scared that it's going to be like enormous. All right, I'll just run it. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's not as big as I thought. So I'm so traumatized. I've had like projects at work where these files, these like dependency trees are literally just like millions of, you know, lines long because you have some insane, horrible thing. But this one's not so bad. I think I would like to write it to a file though, because that'll be easier. To file. There we go. There we go. I couldn't remember that off the top of my head. Doobie Free. Okay, so Doobie Core 100 has Doobie Free 100. That's good. I guess what I should search for is the specific one I know that's bad. Which was... Sorry, I have to go back. See, yeah, it is pretty long, actually. Oh, God, I'm going to have to run it again. Okay, there it is. The one that I'm getting that's bad is 12. 0.1, 0.12. Well, I can't even find it. It's not even in here. The only ones I have is 100. Something screwy is going on here. Let me see. I'm going to clean this whole shenanigans. I can't find any evidence that I actually have that 0.12.0 in my tree, which makes sense because I upgraded this stuff like, you know, pretty recently, and I do not know. Okay. Well, the other thing I can do potentially is just disable this for now. If I just turn this off, we can maybe keep moving. If I can figure out what to do. I can't find any evidence of it yet. This claims that that's the key. This can be overridden using library dependency schemes. Son of a bitch. Okay, so I guess eviction error level is not the name of the key. It's not the name of the setting. Okay. Oh, wait. This is for a library, though, not for me. I want to just turn it off. I just want to tell it to chill for the moment, and I will deal with it later. See, this is targeted at like library authors, that one that I'm just reading there. Maybe? Can I just do that? No, that's not right. How do I disable this? How do I disable it? Oh, so you... Oh, maybe this is what I need. Eviction error level. Sounds good. I don't know where you got that from, Zizix, but I will try it. Oops. It seems to be loading. Oh. Okay, let's try again. Ah, what the bah? Oh god. We're going to migrate core to 300 RC2. Okay, good. So I think this is a good call. I think that worked at least in as much as it turned this into a warning. Now I have this cross version problem. Which feels a little sketchy because I feel like this is just an evidence of the migration being halfway complete or something. Like I feel like this is the whole thing the migration tool should be preventing. Let's see. Did it actually change any? Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me get my git state clean. Maybe it doesn't like to do it if you have maybe it doesn't. Doesn't like to do stuff if you have a uncommitted diff or whatever. Yeah, okay. Fuck. I don't know. I'm just gonna... I mean, what else is it gonna do? It's just gonna change the version. I'm just gonna change the version. You know? I'm just gonna set this. 3.0.0. And I think I don't even need the RC2, right? I can just use 3.0.0. Well, hold on. That obviously could not have worked. Oh, because I didn't save it. Oh man. I'm gonna try just doing this. I'm gonna go off the rails on the... Son of a bitch. Okay, so that's all right. I'm got it now pulling. Oh god, it has so many it didn't find. 3.3.0 RC5. Okay, I got it actually pulling those dependencies. I think that tool is maybe a little bit screwy. Like I think that migrate step is just not able to handle some of the stuff it needs to do. Is the vibe I'm getting. Now I'm back in this screwy world. Oh, yep. Okay, so this is interesting. Yeah, 3.3.0. That's why. Stick out of me this. They didn't release for the Scala 3.0.0. Right. Okay. So this is interesting because I would have hoped. So this seems to be what's failing here, right? Is I set my version 3.0.0 and so it's trying to pull Cersei_3, or sorry, it's like com software mill SDP Cersei_3, which makes sense, but the problem is I would have hoped that the 3.0 like Scala version would be able to fall back to any of the 3.0 RC series, you know. Basically, like I would have hoped that it would be smart enough to see that this one exists and pull that one when I'm set on 3.0. Let me think about that. Because otherwise I'm definitely going to be in trouble. Like I was saying before, I was like, a lot of my things have updated, but a lot of them have updated to like a 3 RC, but certainly, obviously, a lot of things haven't, as of today, since this came out, like gone over to a 3.00. I mean, obviously, I can go through and hard code all these, but that seems like a drag. Let me see. Let me read about this some more. I mean, because it's kind of it's a little silly because it's the same in like in the 2X series, we do it by like which is it? It's major, minor, patch is the symver. So we do it by patch version, not by minor version. And so in this case, like it should be 3.0 regardless of whether it's ORC2, ORC1, or like whatever, you know. Unless there's something special about the RC2, like maybe there's something special that it registers this as a snapshot or something. That's interesting. Scala 3 use RC2 depths. Wow, there's no way there's going to be a Google result for this, but I'll give it a shot. On 3. Okay, let's see about this. Do they have any info here? SPT pull RC versions for major or minor. God, I don't even know what to Google for this. Honestly, I might just go in and hard code them. How many do I have? So I have all these SGTP ones. Those are going to be, which will need to be, oh, let me see. What is the file for this? Yeah. Yeah, this is so interesting. And it's actually interesting too because it's actually changed in more ways than one. Because I think the fact, you know, if you remember in the Scala 2X series, the convention here was that this would be Cersei underscore 213, and now it's just underscore 3, which I think is because of the tasty, like the binary compatibility story has moved from the minor version to the major version. So that's one thing. But then, you know, if you look at these ones, it puts in the full 3.0.0 RC3. Which is what I am now going to put in. It basically is my takeaway. So this is something that like ultimately would not be necessary once more of the ecosystem I think has gotten migrated over. All right, let's see. That should take out a couple of those. Yep. Okay, got a few more. Oh no. Okay, Cersei 3.0 RC3. Let's look at that one. God, I have so many of these. Oh, sorry. It should be 2. Well, now I've got it all mixed up. God damn it. Okay, I need 3, 2 on this. Yeah, I need 3, 2 on this. And then that one. Let's try that. Okay, got a few more. PB runtime. Scala PB runtime. because this is I suspect these are all going to be similar things. Yeah, this one is on. So it doesn't like register that you can go from a 300 back to a RC. So, which I don't know if that's maybe this is not safe to do anyway. Like maybe you're supposed to consider the RCs to be like braking, but I feel like it's probably going to work. All right. So short answer, I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to hard code this one. I'll have to write up this in my note. So 3 O RC3. So that was one. Do be. What does do be have? The same thing. RC3. I mean, I guess really like I could. In some ways, I could make this easier on myself. I could just set my version to RC3 instead of this, on the assumption that most things that have a 3.0 probably have a 3 RC3 or whatever. But I kind of did want to see. It feels good to have this. It feels cool to have this just be like 300. All right, I'm gonna barge forward on this angle for a few minutes and see what happens. So I'm gonna have to go do all these doobies. Do all these doobies. Oh, I did it wrong. What was it? Where's the compiler plugin? Oh. Oh, 0.11.2. Okay. Not good. Cross version. So now I've got some cross version shenanigans. Ooh, from what? Protalk Bridge and Scala collection compat. Not good, not good. Honestly, the thing I'm using protobuf for in here is so minor, it's like not even really worth. I might even just take that out for now. I'm just gonna disable this for now. I was using this for like a debug, for like debugging like Mapbox vector tiles at some point, but I don't even really need it, so. Oh god, a bunch more. Okay, Doobie Postgres. Oh, sorry. All those Doobie ones that I changed. So I forgot. I specified this, but I forgot to take off the %. So that's at least part of this. Boy, this is fun, huh? Fun. Okay. Damn, so a lot of stuff. I mean, I guess this is not surprising. Like, this thing didn't exist until a few hours ago. So a lot of stuff is just not upgraded. Which is, yeah, it's not surprising. I just didn't anticipate this problem about the RC candidate things not being eligible for a version match on it. Now how many of these are there? There's Cat's Effect, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's only 3 more. 1, 2, 3. I guess I could get through 3 more. RC3, Cersei Core. So it looks like all of the Cerseis. Well, at least some of them. Maybe this is silly what I'm doing here. The parser. All right, let's try that. Did I pick wrong there? Oh yeah, see, this is all crazy. Like the 14.0 M5 has that one, you know. 6. Yeah, this whole matching of these permutations is certainly thorny. Okay, one more. Cersei generic is probably the same. I don't know why I didn't do that one. Wow. Oh wait, sorry. That didn't do anything. I thought that was my compile. Immunicats effect. What is the triple percent? The triple percent is for Scala JS. I don't have that, obviously. One. Oh, see, this one has a 3. Oh, did I have the wrong version? Oh. So this one is cool. This one I can just do. I think this is another thing, that migration plugin that I was running earlier, the library migrator, I think it didn't know about RC3, so it was only giving as new as RC2, and then, oh god, oh jeez. Alright, well now we may be hosed. So what is happening here? A lot of things, a bunch of things I have mixed versions. That is going to be interesting. Okay. So this is not shocking, but basically, like, you know, deep in my tree, let's see, some things are having conflicting suffixes. So basically what's happening here is, my guess, I mean, I can dig into the tree, the dependency tree, to say for sure, but I bet you what is happening here is that some of these things that I have tagged with cross version, like some of these things that I explicitly specified to hold back on the 213 are then transitively pulling in the 213 version of those dependencies, but then I have these ones in here on my own, so that's bad. Oh god, this is like worse and worse. To be honest, the more I'm thinking about this now, it's like, I guess if I don't need 3.0 versions of these dependencies anyway, maybe I should just cross version everything. Like maybe that is my optimal scenario here until you have the whole tree, until the whole tree can be reasonably migrated without any cross version conflicts. That is thorny. That is not fun. All right, I'm going to commit what I have now, and then I'm going to go in here and start bushwhacking again in a different direction. All right, so let me write a note about that. So I'd say that there's two things I ran into. So, yeah, 3. The biggest depth problem I ran into so far is the fact that apparently the underscore 3.0.0 RC star version suffixes are not treated as what would you say? Not interchangeable, compatible. I had assumed this would just work somehow, but basically once your SPT is set to Scala 3, you won't be able to resolve any libraries whose newest Scala 3 release is for an RC version. Yeah, so that's basically not going to work is the thing there. I was somewhat successful in circumventing this by pinning some of them manually. E.g., so for example, what I did was like this kind of shenanigans. Instead of just doing it the normal way. Okay, so that's not good. So that's one problem. And then the second problem I have is what's the word for this again? Conflicting cross versions. Because I'm still using some 2.13 libs for the sake of migration, it's possible to end up with a transitive 2.13 dep that conflicts with a 3.0 version of the same, or let's say 3.x version of the same package, which I also have either directly or transitively. So, yeah, okay. I mean, let's do the tree again and go look at that to be sure, but I think that that's going to be what's happening there. Can I still run the tree even though I have these problems? I hope it'll let me run this. Oh, okay. Depths, let's call this depths 3. Okay, so if you look in here, like let's look at that Cersei one, for example. So here I have Cersei core. Oh wait, let me find the one that's directly on me. Yeah, I have Cersei core 3.0.0 as a direct dependency. But then I have all these other things that have it as a 2.13. Yeah, even just generic extras has it from, because that, yeah. So honestly, I think you might just have to stick with 2.13 of everything until you can have a tree that's completely free. I know people have like tweeted about this and talked about it a lot. Migration mode. You can have a Scala. Well, hold on. You can have a Scala 2.13.5 module that depends on a 3. Well, okay, I don't know what it means by module in that case, though. Does that mean a version, like a published library version suffix, or does that mean like an SPT module? The official standard, yeah. Man, this is interesting. I'm not sure what my best path here is, except... Okay, the only thing I definitely know I can try is this, which I guess I will give a shot. This might be my kind of my last Hail Mary on this for the moment. Let me go through and... Is there a smarter way I could do this? Should I do these all dynamically rather than giving myself carpal tunnel from changing a bunch of them? So that one, and then, okay, so all these ones where I had manually pinned the version, I'm gonna ditch that. Basically all of these. All of these ones that I expected to have a 3.0. This is hilarious. Damn, if I were smart, I would write a little for loop to do this or something, but I am not smart. All right, put that. Da-da-da-da-da. Those are Javas. Let me clean these up so they're all consistent. All right, let me pull these up. So I'm going to put all the Scala ones together. And then all the Java ones together. All right. So single percent, single. Yeah, these are all Java. Okay. All right, that's cool. I don't know. Let's see what happens there. Let's see. A bunch of these. Now, I may have to go tweak these again because it's likely that some of these ones I just did, they might not even have a 213. Well, I guess probably nobody's publishing things only on 3. Okay. Getting somewhere. Bad option. So this must be another thing that's not enabled anymore. Well, I guess I can just disable that for now. Okay, we're making progress. So now I'm using all 213 libs for everything is where I ended up right now. Oh God, what was that? Okay. Holy moly. Yep. Okay, so now 156 errors found. All right, well, we made it to the promised land of hella errors. I think a lot of these may have to do with the Cersei stuff, which is one thing I was wondering about, is like, I don't know if the Cersei generic extras business is going to work anymore. Oh, actually, let me think about this. Does Doobie? Doobie uses shapeless too. So it's possible I need to be on the... It's possible I have to be on the 3.0 version of Doobie too, because it's like using macros and stuff, I guess. One of the following imports might make progress towards fixing the problem. Holy moly. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through hundreds of pages of these. Oh. Type of implicit definition needs to be given explicitly. That is sort of makes sense. I probably have to go through change all these to givens and stuff. Method type name and trait type name platform. Oh God. Okay. I gotta obviously fix the most common structural things here. So I have a lot of implicits I will have to rename. See, that's interesting because that's something that could have been given as a warning beforehand, right? And then it wouldn't have to break my shit right now. That could be, I feel like that could be a Scala fix rule to just like annotate all of those explicitly, you know? All right, so that's a bunch of them. Okay, let's go back then. Let's try the doobie thing. Let me try to not set this cross. Is it even going to find it? Is it going to find? Nope, there's no 3. So now I had to go back to what I had before. 3.0.0 RC3. My hunch here is there's some macro shenanigans going on. Ken says, oh, if you get that implicit warning, yeah, it would be interesting to know. I wish I had seen that before. Dependency upgrades always have to be this hard. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I don't know. I think that, I mean, certainly this is an extreme scenario, right? It's like, it's certainly not, I mean, they're not always great, but this is certainly like worse than normal because of all this craziness. Yeah. So, I mean, I think this is like, to be honest, this is the kind of cost benefit thing people are going to have here, which is saying is like, how much do you want to migrate versus how much are you willing to manually work around like incompatibilities and the permutations of all your depths and stuff, right? Because I guess, yeah, I'm going to have to probably honestly just go and like research this more, because obviously my intuition around how this was going to work is not exactly playing out, because I imagined that because of the whole scenario where you're supposed to be able to use 2.13 compiled libraries and 3.0 ones interchangeably, I'm sort of a little bit surprised to be seeing cross-version suffix compatibility warnings between 2.13 and 3.0. Like, I sort of thought it would basically treat that as like interchangeable, and then it would allow me to like go on with my life, you know. But obviously it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that these things are happening. And so it's like, it seems tricky because it seems like this is going to force you to kind of like manually resolve your class path such that you don't have any mix, which sounds really painful. It's like you're stuck either waiting until your whole tree can be onto 3.0, or you're stuck manually excluding. Like I could go through here and exclude things one at a time until they're not any of these cross-version mismatches anymore. But that does not sound like a fun time either. I think I'm gonna have to like definitely go read on this some more. I'm certainly not very confident that I'm gonna get this thing to work right now, because I think even if I decided that I was willing to tolerate this whole scenario, the process of like going through that is not going to be very pleasant. Where's my notes? Yeah. God damn it, why can't I type there? Can I change the color of this? That's a little aggressive. Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. I mean, am I taking this too seriously? Can I like disable this? Can I just let it? Can I just disable this warning somehow and just be like YOLO mode? Let it resolve and pray. Let's see, SBT disable cross version suffix warnings. I don't know. I mean, obviously you shouldn't disable this in the long run for real. But if I could temporarily disable it just to see what would happen, it would be kind of interesting. Well, shit. Yeah, see, this is what I would have to do. I think if I would have to get into doing a whole ton of crazy exclusions and stuff, which I don't really want to have to do. That sounds very tedious. I'm definitely gonna go ask about this in the Discord and see. I'm curious what other people say about this. But okay, so then the other thing, other notes, because this all is still stemming from this whole version problem. Because what I try to do is hard code to like Doobie 213, but then that's not good because it has macros in it, and so you'll get, all hell breaks loose. Even with this approach, let's see, but this approach can't work for all libraries because trying, and I'm not 100% sure about this, but I'm pretty sure this is what was happening. Trying to use 2.3 libraries which contain macros under 3.0 will not work. So those versions, those libraries at least have to be bumped to 3.x, which then leads to the next problem. Oops. Yeah, so that's a big problem. Pretty wild. Well, anyway, I don't know. I might have to wrap this up in a minute. I think this was an ambitious thing to see if I could just like come in here blind and get this to go, and obviously it didn't quite get there. I think because of all these library version stuff. I mean, I think in the long run, once the whole ecosystem all gets migrated, and then whatever other. Oh, so then the other thing is I had other code issues. So then there was that. There was that. Oh God, I'm gonna have to go back here in the history. Yeah, so I have just like 8 million. So I eventually got a version of it that was attempting to compile using all 213 libraries, and so I have just 8 million Doobie errors, perhaps understandably, but then the other one that I did have, if I can find it, Actually, let me scroll through this. So, excuse me. God, there's so many of these. Yeah, and then I have these type implicit definitions. That was really the bulk of it. That was the only thing that actually didn't compile. Assuming I could get these doobie things to work and the macros there to work and stuff. So a whole ton of these errors which didn't get caught by any of the migration processes, migration tools. Seems like I should annotate these manually before trying to jump to Scala 3. So that's one, yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to try the thing that you were talking about, the xsource 3 flag. I forgot, I didn't actually know about that, so I'm going to try that actually now. So what am I on now? Try a build with most depths pinned to let's see, this is an attempt to circumvent cross-version suffix conflicts due to mixed 3.0, 3.0.0 RC star and 2.13 packages and their transitive depths. But we still have to have we had to have 3.x for libs with macros, so I ultimately could not escape the cross version. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's a very tedious and like frustrating quote unquote bug report for them to have to sort through to watch my thing. But yeah, it would be cool if they, I don't know, if anybody wanted to use this experience as like a user testing, that would certainly be nice. I mean, I certainly feel bad to some extent because I know I'm doing the thing that every like language maintainer hates, which is, you know, they like release RCs for months and like nobody tries to use them, and then finally they put out the real thing and everyone like storms in and is like, oh, I can't make it work. So I don't know, that's kind of my bad that I could have tried to do this stuff earlier, but we're trying it now. I think it'll all get worked out in the end. I think that that migration tool was neat. It was, I don't know, it was kind of like, it was sort of helpful, I guess. It was maybe a little bit cute or something, but yeah, it was cool. I think the library upgrade thing was kind of cool. Like that would have probably been tedious for me to go by hand and sort through like finding versions of all my libraries that had 3.x releases, but I don't know, it's kind of tough. Okay, so I ultimately couldn't get out of that. That's where I kind of ended up. Interesting. I'm now really curious to try the flag that you were talking about. I'm going to go back to master and actually try that. So what is it called? It's Scala xsource 3. How do I... This is just a compiler option? Is that what it is? Oh. Let's see options. postpone an upgrade much earlier, probably. Yeah. Well, I was pretty confident I was not going to actually like ever like launch this or whatever, but I figured we'd see how far we could go. Oh, wait, did I do this wrong? Oh, does it have to be like a seek? I can't just put it like that. It has to be like this. Like it has to be like that. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know why I thought I could just put it in the string. I mean, the thing I'm really curious about is if I eventually get to a point where it will like compile, like will it work? Like I wonder, I guess in theory it should, right? They say the bytecode is mostly the same and all this stuff, so. Oh God, I have 1 million worn unused. Hold on. I'm going to take out the worn unused. That's really annoying because this is not what I'm trying to look at right now. I have that worn unused thing is kind of annoying because I don't really want to do it all the time, but then sometimes I want to run the Scala fix cleanup for it, and to run the Scala fix, you have to like have the option enabled, and so then I just sometimes only enable that when I want to use it. I don't really leave it in all the time. Yeah, so see, that's interesting because like there's no... Well, how do I do deprecation? Is that what I'm supposed to do? How do you even do this? When you say rerun with deprecation for details. How to see that? Yeah, how do I do it? Oh, is that another compiler option? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Does that go in here? Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, great. It was deprecation and dash feature, which I don't know what those mean. I wonder if I should just have that on all the time. Wow, there's a bunch of deprecations in here. There's a bunch of deprecations I've just been ignoring this whole time. RIP. So, okay, Java converters. A bunch of Java converters stuff. Read all. Use files f read all. Okay. Use 2 lazy lists instead of 2 stream. Jesus. Okay, so basically a whole bunch of deprecations. But I don't have that. I don't have that implicit, implicit explicit type thing yet. What was the warning? Yeah. Another thing is, like, I don't know if this is actually, if we're actually saying this is always true, or if types of implicit values and results types of implicit methods must be explicitly declared, except in local blocks. Wow, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a little bit of an oversight. Like, I feel like that could have been in one of those warnings or something, you know? But not a huge deal. This would be easy to fix. If I could get the 125 Doobie compilation errors to go away, then the implicit type annotations would be the least of my problems. All right. Well, that's probably, I don't know. That's probably about where I'm going to leave it for today. That was a fun experiment. I didn't quite get there, but I feel like I learned a lot more about. I mean, I had known that this stuff around the versions and the permutation and all the stuff, I had known that was going to be a thing, and I see people kind of tweeting about it, but since I had never really like sat down and gone through it myself, I didn't really like know exactly how it kind of played out. And so now obviously I see more of how that's working. I don't know what the fix is necessarily, but I'm going to have to go research on it more. I guess I from a naive outsider's perspective, not really knowing like the considerations. I really feel like the 2.13 and the 3.0 need to be somehow made like interchangeable. Like if everybody is going to have to go in there and if everyone's going to have to go in there and manually untangle their trees, their dependency trees, so they don't have any conflicts between a 3.0 and a 2.13, like that's going to be bad, you know? So I don't know. I have to think about that. Or maybe I'll ask around and see what other folks say or something. But that to me, that was kind of like the biggest one that I think I kind of couldn't overcome. But anyway, this was cool. This was fun. This is a neat little thing. I'm excited to try it out. I didn't even know, it's like funny because I don't even know what features I'm going to use that much. I'm going to use the enum thing a bunch. I think that'll be cool. Like, you know, anytime I have, let's see, actually, how many times do I have sealed trait? 1, 2, you know, so all these ones, I'll use the enums for those. That'll be cool. I'll be intrigued to migrate to the new like given and using stuff. I think that'll be cool and probably clearer. I probably won't. I guess I probably wouldn't just sit down and go through and do that all at once, but I'd be curious to eventually start using that. Those would be the main things. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is cool. Yeah, thanks Q and Cam. Thanks for dropping by. I feel like I hadn't seen you before, but this was fun. And Zizix, as always, y'all giving me a lot of good tips over there. So it was a pleasure to have y'all around. And yeah, to anybody else who watches this, I don't know, Scala 3, it seems cool. Maybe the migration stuff is still, you know, is like, I mean, it literally came out today, so that's kind of pretty fresh. But I think a lot of these tools are cool, like these migration tools and these little helpers and stuff. It is cool. It's you know, probably just needs like a little bit more iteration and stuff. So that's it. Let's see what's going on. Is there anybody? Yeah, I don't know. Probably just gonna stop it here. So thanks a bunch for folks coming by. I'll probably do something else next week. I might next week. I might just be back to doing normal feature dev or something. I might take a week off of doing back-to-back dependency upgrades and version upgrades and stuff. But that's it. So yeah, thanks a lot. Happy Friday, everybody. I will see y'all next time.